Hi, this is Abhay Kulkarni. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be explaining end-to-end setup for getting WhatsApp Business API in 2026, which includes steps like how you can create and verify your Facebook Business Manager, how to create a WhatsApp business account, getting the details like permanent access token, client ID, client secret, integrating it within n8n, and a special trick to register your mobile number through Metagraph API, which I think some of the YouTube videos miss this particular part. And then at last integrating it with n8n and creating a simple AI agent over it. And if you stay at the end of the video, I'll also share all the resources that I've mentioned in the video. So do make sure to watch the video till end. So let's get started. To get started with the official WhatsApp API registration, you will have to visit business.facebook.com. Once visited here, you will be seeing all of the available business managers or business portfolio within your account. If you don't have any business manager or business portfolio, you will have an option to create it and add your Facebook page as well as Instagram page to that particular business manager or business portfolio. If you have multiple business manager or portfolios, you can click on this drop down and select one properly. Once selected, you will have to click on the business settings option, click on the business info option, and here just check if your business is verified or not. Here under business verification status, I can see that my business is unverified. If it is verified, then it's okay. If it's not, then follow the steps. To start the verification process for your business, you'll have to visit developers.facebook.com and then click on My Apps. Here, if you have any apps created before in your Facebook account, those will be displayed here. If not, then this will be empty. Now click on Create App. Here, enter the name of your app. For now, you can name it anything. Once the name is entered, enter a contact email ID that should be active and then click on Next button. Here under Use Cases, under Featured, just select Connect with Customers through WhatsApp. If you can't see this Connect with Customers through WhatsApp, then you can go to Business Messaging and under that you can see Connect with Customers through WhatsApp and then click on Next. Here select the proper business manager under which you are working. If your account has multiple business managers, the list will be displayed here. I have selected the correct business manager and now under Publishing Requirements, there is nothing. You will have to click on Next. Once clicked on Next, there will be an overview and at last you will have to click on Go to Dashboard. Once the app is created, you will have to come back to the same page under Business Info to start the verification process. Under Business Verification Status Unverified, you'll have to click on View Details. A new screen will be here. Under the Business Verification Use Case, you'll have to click on Setting up a WhatsApp business account. Once this is done, you'll have to click on Start Verification. And from here, you'll have to select all the details where your business is located, as well as whatever the compliance documents Meta asks for it. For example, if your business registered in India, then you can upload your GST certificate, MSME certificate, or certificate of incorporation and get started with the details. The process is very easy and the registration normally takes 5 to 10 minutes, but in some cases it might take 24 to 48 hours. The previous business manager that I showed, that was completely for demo. Now I have switched to a business manager that is verified. But please note that in your case, please do not switch any business managers. Now once your business is verified, you will see a verified check mark like this here. Now you'll have to go back to the app screen that we have previously created for the verification purposes. Now within this app screen, you'll have to click on this pencil icon where it is listed as Use Cases. Under Use Cases, you will be able to see this Connect with Customers through WhatsApp. Click on Customize and here click on API Setup. And under this API Setup, you can see Select Phone Numbers. I'll click on this drop down from. I'll click on Get a New Test Number. Now I have a test number ready to get started with the WhatsApp Business API. However, we don't want this test number. We want a custom number of ourselves so we can use it to send the messages to our customers. Now in the same drop down, you can see there is a button named as Add Phone Number. And if you click on Add Phone Number, here there will be an onboarding process where you'll have to enter all the details of your phone number. But if you can't see this Add Phone Number button, don't worry, I have a solution for you. For that, you will have to go back to your Meta Business Manager. Under Business Manager, you will have to click on the WhatsApp accounts. Once clicked on WhatsApp accounts, you can click on plus add button and then click on create a new WhatsApp business account. And here you will be prompted to add all the details for your WhatsApp business account as well as to add a number. You can choose any of the method which works for you, but this is just an option in case you don't see a add phone number button in the previous step. Now I'll simply create a WhatsApp business account from here. The first step is WhatsApp display name. Make sure the display name is exact as per your verification documents and as per your business manager name. If not entered correctly, your display name might be rejected. Then under category, you'll have to select a particular category within which your business falls. Then click on continue. Here there are two options. Choose the number that you would like to use. use a display name only, send messages on WhatsApp where people only see display name in the chat, or add a new number. We'll have to select this add a new number step. If you don't see this particular step, then you can simply add your number here. Now while adding the number, please make sure this number has not been registered on WhatsApp previously, because we'll be using this number to send WhatsApp notifications, WhatsApp messages, automated template messages directly through API. So please make sure it is not registered on any WhatsApp app, either it's WhatsApp app or WhatsApp business app. Now once you enter your number, you will have an option to receive OTP either via call or text message. I have chosen text message and I have received the OTP. I'll enter it here. I have entered my OTP here, and now I can see that your WhatsApp business account was created, and it is saying that we'll review your account and we'll get in touch within 24 hours if there is an issue. I'll click on finish. Now after adding the number, either via this step or either via this particular step while going to business manager, in both of the cases you'll have to visit the business manager again and click the WhatsApp business account that we have just created. Now since we are here, you'll have to click on the WhatsApp manager here. Now I am under WhatsApp manager. Here my number is successfully added and name is under review. So that means my display name, the name that will be displayed to my customers after the message has been sent via WhatsApp, is under review. In your cases, that might be approved instantly or that might be reviewed for some time. I have waited for some time and my display name has been approved. As you can see here, congratulations, your display name Gionix was approved. Now the next steps are go back to Facebook developer platform and publish our app. I'm within the Facebook developer platform. You'll have to click on app settings and then click on basic. Here under basic, make sure you update your privacy policy URL here. The privacy policy URL should be public, which is on your website that is same as your Facebook business portfolio. I've updated the privacy policy URL. Then I'll click on save changes. Once these changes are saved, you'll have to click on publish. Here under publish, it says all required app settings are complete. Review your use case before publishing the app. And then click on the publish button. My application has been successfully published and it says your app was successfully published. I click on the done button and my page has been refreshed. It says here published. That means your app has been successfully published. Now once again, you'll have to click on app settings and under basic, you'll have to copy these two parameters, app ID and app secret. For the security purpose, app secret is hidden. You'll have to click on the show button and then app secret will be visible. You can copy it and paste it somewhere, because we'll need these two credentials at the time of n8n integration. I've copied the app ID and app secret. Now the next step is to generate a permanent access token that will be again required while integrating with n8n. To generate a permanent access token, you will have to come back to business.facebook.com, select your particular business, and once selected that particular business, you'll have to go to system users. Once you visit the system user screen, your screen will be blank. In my case, I have already created a system user, that's why it is not blank here. In your case, you'll have to create a system user like this by entering a username. You can simply enter admin and select the user role as admin, and your system user will be created. Once the system user is created, you'll have to click on these three dots and click on assign assets. Here go to apps, select the app you have created, click on full control, go to WhatsApp accounts, select the WhatsApp account you created, click on full control, and then click on assign assets. That means the app that we have created as well as the WhatsApp business account has been assigned in this app. I have refreshed the page and under assign assets, I can see my app as well as the WhatsApp account. To generate a permanent access token, click on generate token. Here under app, select the app that we have just recently added here. Click on next. Under this token expiry, make sure you click on never, so your access token never gets expired. Click on next. Now under select permissions, you'll have to select all three permissions starting with WhatsApp. WhatsApp Business Manage Events, WhatsApp Business Management, and WhatsApp Business Messaging. Once these three are selected, you'll have to click on continue button and done. Your token has been successfully created. Make sure you copy it and save it at a safe place, just like we did it for app ID and app secret. Now after generating the permanent access token, you'll have to get the WhatsApp business account ID as well as phone number ID. To get the WhatsApp business account ID, you can click on WhatsApp accounts again. And under this WhatsApp business account, here is your WhatsApp business ID. Copy it and save it at a safe place. And to get the phone number ID, you'll have to click on this WhatsApp manager button. And once WhatsApp manager is open, you have to click on phone numbers, click this phone number, and here your phone number ID will be displayed. Again, copy it and save it at a safe place. I'd like to take a minute off and tell you something exciting. I am an official media partner of WordCamp Asia 2026. So let me give you the inside scoop. You are looking at their official website happening between 9th April to 11th April at Jio World Convention Centre in Mumbai, India. It's largest tech conference for web professionals in Asia, drawing thousands of developers, designers, entrepreneurs, creators, and contributors across the region. Over 3 full days, you get access to Contributor Day, hands-on workshops, conference sessions covering development, performance, content, design, business, and how AI is shaping the WordPress future. It's a community-run event, so the vibe is electric and collaborative. A standard pass is just Rs 2,500, which is less than $30, unlocking all 3-day access, full access to sessions and workshops, daily lunch, networking zones, swag, and official after party. That's a serious value. This year is huge because WordPress 7.0 is launching on stage, packed with AI features and MCP capabilities that will transform workflows, perfect if you're into automations like n8n. Check out the link in the description to see what exactly the value you are getting with WordCamp Asia 2026. I'll be there covering it all, connecting with fellow WordPress and AI builders. Hope to see you in Mumbai. Now get back to the tutorial. Now after all these efforts, we have gathered all the required IDs as well as the tokens to connect WhatsApp with n8n. One last step is to add a payment ID so that your WhatsApp business account gets active and you can start using it. To add a payment to your WhatsApp account, you'll have to go back to business.facebook.com and under WhatsApp accounts, click on payment settings. Here under payment settings, you'll have to click on add payment method. Here you'll have to select the country, currency as well as the time zone. And once selected, you will have to add your credit, either debit card here. I have successfully added my credit or debit card here. Now after adding the credit or debit card, make sure you add your tax info correctly here. If not, there will be some issues while sending the messages. Once you're successful after adding all your business details, you can come back to business.facebook.com and here under WhatsApp accounts, you can see that business verification is verified, account status is approved, and you have a payment method added here. All these 3 steps are required to send or receive messages through your WhatsApp API. Now we are done with all the Facebook related steps. It's time to come to your n8n instance and then create the WhatsApp credentials with all the details that we have copied and pasted before. To create the WhatsApp credentials, you will have to click on the create credentials button and then search here for WhatsApp. Now there are 2 credentials here. First is WhatsApp API and second is WhatsApp OAuth API. Now let's start with the WhatsApp API credential. I'll click on continue and here you will have to enter the access token as well as the business account ID. For the access token, the permanent access token that we have created through the system users, you'll have to paste it here, and under business account ID, you'll have to paste the WhatsApp business account ID that we have copied through Facebook Business Manager. I have pasted those details here and clicked on the save button, and as you can see, it says connection tested successfully. That means we are successful in creating the first credential. Now click on create credential button again, search here for WhatsApp and select WhatsApp OAuth API. I'll click on continue. And here you'll have to paste the client ID and client secret that we copied from Meta Developer platform, that is developers.facebook.com. And here the connection is tested successfully. That means we were able to successfully paste the details and create WhatsApp connections within n8n. After you create credentials within n8n for your WhatsApp business API, 3 steps I recommend before creating any workflow or using it with any AI agent. You can create a simple workflow within n8n and add the HTTP API node here. And you can duplicate it 3 times and add the details step by step as I am showing here. The first step is registering your phone number with MetaGraph API. So we have registered the number, added 2-factor authentication, OTP, multiple steps, but there is one simple step that is not mentioned during the Meta onboarding flow, is to register your number. To register your number, you'll have to send a post request to this particular URL. Within this URL, it is first https graph.facebook.com. This is the version number, that is the 24 number. And here is your phone number ID. So this is the phone number ID that we have copied and pasted earlier, and then register. Then under headers, you will have to pass your permanent access token that we have created. Here I have put the name as authorization, and under the value, it is bearer space the permanent access token. So that we are doing a bearer auth. And under body, you'll have to take it on as send body and click on JSON, and here under using fields below, you can select as messaging underscore product and value as WhatsApp. And the pin is 123456, or you can put it any 6-digit pin here. Make sure you replace all these details with your details. These are my details and these will be deleted after I publish the video. So once you add these details, yes, you'll have to click on execute step. That means this particular HTTP API request will be executed. The API has been executed, and as you can see, it is success true. That means it has been successful. we have successfully registered our mobile number. Now the next step is to check the app that we have created in Meta Developer Platform is subscribed for alerts or not, for which you can create another HTTP request. Here the URL is same. Then you'll have to enter your WhatsApp business account, not the phone number ID, the WhatsApp business account ID that we have copied and pasted earlier. And the endpoint is /subscribed_apps. Here under headers, you'll have to pass the same header, that is the authorization, and under value, bearer space the permanent access token. And here there are some fields which you can copy paste from here, or simply if you want a JSON of this workflow file, you can find the link in the description and download the same JSON, which will have all these 3 HTTP API nodes, and you'll have to just replace your details and execute those steps. Once you add these details properly here, click on the execute step button. Again, you will receive a response named as success true. That means it has been successfully executed. And the next step is to check if our WhatsApp business account has been subscribed to the app that we have subscribed earlier. Here under check subscribed apps, again the same URL. This is version 24.0. This is the WhatsApp business account ID. Here the endpoint is same, but the request type is GET. Earlier we did POST request. Again the same authorization details, and I'll click on execute step. Here it says that WhatsApp business API data. The link is this. This is the app ID. The name of the app that we have created, WAC API, and this is the app ID. That means our WhatsApp business account has been subscribed to this app for receiving alerts. And this is the most crucial step before sending or receiving any WhatsApp API messages through n8n. And that's it for this video. Our main motive for this video to get official WhatsApp business API on your own number and connect it with n8n. And that we have successfully completed. If you want to use these created credentials within n8n workflow, you can simply create a new n8n workflow or use it with any existing workflow. But to use it, you have to click on this plus button, search here for WhatsApp, select the WhatsApp Business Cloud option, and here you will see a list of triggers and action which you can use within your workflows. The most common action is send message, and most common trigger is on message. That means when any message is received on your WhatsApp number, you can trigger a workflow, and this means send message back again to that particular WhatsApp chat. Here is a simple and high level workflow that I have created. I've used a WhatsApp trigger as a trigger. I've hooked it to AI agent. Within AI agent, I have used open router chat model as the brain behind it. Then in the memory, I have used simple memory. And at last, I'm sending that message back again to that WhatsApp chat. If you want to learn more in detail how you can create AI agent on WhatsApp, you can simply comment on this video. I'll be happy to learn your use case and make a video around it. If you want to get a text step-by-step guide of what I have mentioned in this video or any resource files that I have mentioned in the video, you can simply check the link in the description. Thank you for watching this video. If this video had helped you or delivered any value to you, you can simply subscribe to my channel, like this video, and drop a positive comment. These positive comments help me to make new videos regularly. Thank you for watching this video again. Have a great day. Bye.